Bitch, she
Oh.
slammed you, bro.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Wow. Holy shit. Oh my
I
god.
cannot believe they're trying to say that you. Oh my fucking god.
Oh my gosh.
Yo. I'm sorry. Look at the front of her car.
Hey, sorry, I gotta interrupt our date real quick.
And deal with people who are literally trying to get money or lie or something.
Oh my gosh.
Keep that recording.
Yeah, no, I am. Here she comes.
Oh my god. Dude, she slammed
Oh
it.
shit. Wow.
Why would you hit my car? You did that to the front of my fucking car.
Oh yeah?
What's funny? That's my new fucking car.
Usually when you rear end people, that's not how this works. It's okay. I'm gonna call the cops real quick. But yeah, you're saying that I hit you from behind.
No, you hit me in the front of it. Remember when I was at a red light? You went in front of me and hit my car.
Oh yeah? Okay. That's cool. Probably move the car from thing and I'll call the cops for you.
From the front.
Alright, I'm gonna stop recording now. Oh, that's fantastic.
And that's why you white people. That's why you white people get all this fucking privilege with this nice ass car.
How do you know?
Bitch,
So
that's my new fucking car.
World star!
I got a question.
Bitch, I'll beat your motherfucking ass, bitch. That's why you're not
Hey,
listening to me.
hey, listen,
With
get
your
over
fucking
here. Hey, I love you, man, but
ugly
just,
ass car.
hey, go back over there. Thank you, thank you.
I'm about to beat the fuck out of this bitch. You don't
Just
I don't give a fuck. Look at my fucking car.
I got it. I got it.
So I got a question.
Bitch, I'll beat your motherfucking ass, bitch. That's why you're not looking at me.
hey, listen.
Control your fucking man in this ugly ass car.
Hey, go back over there.
No,
Thank
I'm
you,
about to
thank
beat
you.
the fuck out of someone. I'm about to beat the fuck out of this bitch. You don't
Just-
listen.
I'm
Why'd
sorry.
you do it? Huh?
Man.
They have street cameras. I hope you know they have street cameras, bitch. Oh, are you listening to me?
I got
I'm
you,
the
please.
one you
All right,
hit.
please, just, I'm sorry. Like, let's just let the law work it out.
Look this. You are here and she can shoot. You see?
Do you have where it went in or where she drove into it? Or?
You look. You were here and she can look. You see?
There's a few things that we can take and learn from this clip that you just saw. Number one, women and accountability don't go hand in hand. It's like oil and water. They don't mix well. Women are allergic to responsibility. They can't handle it because they're always the victims. It's always someone else's fault. They have a hard time looking in the mirror and saying, you know what? I did this wrong. I shouldn't have done this. Because they act on emotions and they act on feelings. This is why, and there's some context to this video. She said the guy sideswiped her and hit her on the side, and she just came up and straight rammed into the guy, right? So that means you're acting on your emotions. If you got hit on the side, if he scraped you or whatever, you should have said, oh, man, let me call the cops. Let me call somebody instead of acting on how I feel in a moment and ramming this guy, his Lamborghini in the back. Let me call law enforcement and get this taken care of. Now, the next thing that we can take from this video is look at the couples. You got a black guy and you got a white chick, and you got a white chick in the car, most likely. We didn't see her. And we got the white guy that's driving. Now, the black guy and the white chick, you can see she's lashing out and swearing and screaming, and the dude is trying to hold her back. He said, hey, just basically relax, chill. And now everybody go, and cursing, doing stuff like that. And the female, the other guy in the Lamborghini, she's just sitting there, most likely just sitting there and whatever. She's calm. She's not moving. So that lets you know the dynamics between both relationships, right? So there's always more to videos and everything. There's always some relationship sort of situation going on that you can tell that female is leading the interaction. Next, look who's driving. The guy was driving a Lamborghini and the female 9 times out of 10 was driving her car. So the female that was going crazy, that rear-ended Lamborghini, she's in control of that relationship most likely. And that's how it usually is when it comes to those situations, dynamics, if you know what I mean, right? So guys, when it comes to dealing with women, understand that they're never going to take responsibility for their actions. Number one, they're always the victim. Number two, and number three, they will act on emotions. They will act on how they feel. They will do something to you because they feel a certain way, and then they will somehow be able to flip it and justify it and say, well, you made me do this. You made me feel like this. If you didn't make me feel like this, then I wouldn't have done this to you. Haven't you guys heard that before, right? A woman does something, she maybe cheats, she maybe does something, whatever she does, and somehow she is able to spin it and flip it, and now it's everybody else's fault. It's your fault, it's her fault, it's their family's fault, it's their sister and brother's fault, everybody's fault but theirs, right? So when it comes to reflecting on things in life and decision making, don't count on women to do that. This is why, guys, you should always be leading the relationship and the situation that you are when it comes to dealing with women. Because that even if things go left, even if things fall flat or you guys go broke or whatever, she's gonna look at you and blame you. She's gonna say, well, you're the man. You're supposed to do this. You should have done this. Why did you basically let this happen? In your mind, you're like, but we're equal. We're a partner. We're a team. So what do you mean? No, see, all the responsibility is on the man. Right? So it actually looks really bad. The guy, he's trying to hold her back and say, just calm down, chill, relax. Dude, you should have been driving. Because that most likely wouldn't have happened. I'm positive. You should have got that under control. This is why, guys, if you're not leading the interactions when you're dealing with women in life, if you're not able to dominate your woman and say, hey, this is how things are gonna go, this is how you conduct yourself, okay, then guess what? It's gonna implode when you get in public. Right? So you guys have to really be mindful of the individuals that you deal with, because there's a lot of women out here who just don't like to look in the mirror, who it's always your fault and she's always going to pick on you and it's you. It's actually embarrassing. She's lashing out, she's yelling, she's screaming, she's talking about privilege, and it's like, what do you mean? His ugly car, a Lamborghini, no, it's a Lamborghini. That car is probably worth $400,000, easy, $500,000. So a lot of people, it's not just women, they feel as though that because somebody has some money or they have something nice that they're privileged. No, sometimes you just work for it. Sometimes it's probably inherited. There's a high chance that when you put in effort and time and energy into something, you're gonna care for it more. And that's what you need to take from this clip too. The girl that rear-ended her, she most likely didn't put that much time and energy into the car that she has, right? There's a good chance, because if she did, she would be like, I'm not gonna ram this guy. I mean, why would I, act out of character? Even if she was side swipe, even if the guy hit her on the side, whatever, she would say, oh man, let me get in touch with law enforcement. Let me do something and not take this in my own hands. This is what happens when you're unhinged. This is what happens when you're not used to taking accountability and your emotions are not being regulated. So you can tell that relationship that they have, it's actually worse at home, because she most likely screaming and yelling at the boyfriend, the black guy, and they most likely go back and forth and argue. When you see stuff like that in public, when a couple is going back and forth and you kind of look over, you're like, what's going on? They're just chirping back and forth, and way worse when they get home, way worse when they're not in public. So guys, make sure you are dealing with feminine women, not these masculine chicks who think that they can do no wrong and they can just tear your stuff up. Because a lot of women do that. They cut your clothes up. Haven't you seen that? They cut your shoes up. They destroy your house because they feel as though my feelings are more meaningful and they're worth more than your property, the things that you've worked hard for. So this is just on a grand scale. Women do that all the time, right? This is why usually when you're living with a chick, they do stuff like this, because they feel as though, that's not my property, so I'm going to do something that's going to hurt him even more. Since you sideswipe me, or since you went around me, whatever the case may be, you cut me off, whatever, let me get back at you. Since you don't want to be with me, since you trying to kick me out, since you cheated on me, let me cut your shoestrings up. Let me bleach your clothes. Let me destroy your PlayStation or your Xbox or whatever you've worked hard on. It's sad, but there's a lot of things we can take and learn from this clip. So, guys, just keep in mind to remain calm. That's what you got to really take from this clip, too. The guy, he's just laughing. He's just like, so maybe he was feeling some type of way, but he's like, you know what? Okay, call the cops. So let's remain calm. And the female is lashing out. She's acting out of character. She's rah, 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 rah. I'm gonna fight you. I'm gonna do this to you. I'm gonna fight you. Get out the car. Really? It's crazy. But guys, this is what we can learn from female nature and accountability and their emotions and their feelings and how they act versus a man who's remaining calm and stoic.